Welcome. In this video I will show you how you can create a website on Weebly, and it doesn't matter if you want to build a portfolio, if you want to build a website for your business, or just a website about travel, for example. So if you're in the Weebly dashboard, you can see here is one of my websites. Now if you want to create a new website, you can either see it here, you can see probably a button to edit your site. In this case I will create a new website, and so you can see it takes a few seconds until my new store is being created. And then we have two options. We can either just create a website, or we can create a website with an online store. In this case it will be just a website. And here we can choose from many different themes. You can see here some categories like business, portfolio, personal, event, blog. So it doesn't matter what you're building, you'll find some kind of theme. In this case we will just build a portfolio, so I will try to take a look at these themes for a portfolio. This one looks pretty clean, so we could actually use this one. I don't want to use an image of a person, since most freelancers or most people that are creating a portfolio do not want to show their face, so this looks more promising. If you click on the theme, you can see here is a preview, so you can preview that theme and see how it really looks like. And we will actually go with this. This looks pretty minimalistic and pretty easy to edit. So we will click on start editing. It takes a few seconds, but you can see it will eventually load. Here you will be asked to enter in a domain name. So for example, we can enter in our domain name, domain132. And if you click on search, you can see here are domains that you can choose and that you can pay for. But if you want to make a free website with Weebly, you can go with the weebly.com website. So in this case we will just choose this, so that means your brand name will be here, then .weebly and .com. That is fine in this case, so we will click on done. And you can see here's our web page, and we can now edit all of these things. And you can also see there is some menu on the left side and also some navigation menu with some elements here. So first of all, we are going to change this to hi, I'm Halo. You can see this is the channel name. Below that I'll write I'm a freelancer. Now we will also want to change the site name, so you can see you can either insert a logo here, you can disable this so nothing will show in the top left corner, but we will want to change the name of this site to Halo in this case. And in the top right corner you also have buttons, but we will take a look at those in just a second. For now we want to edit the home page, so here you can obviously change that image. If you click on edit image or replace image, you can also choose to make it a light box. You can also make a link out of this image, so if people click on this image they will be redirected to a new website, or a new website will open up. Then you can also align this image within this box here. That is not necessary to change here, because the image does fit the whole box, so there's no need to align anything. And so here you can also change the title of this. So for example, I can name this title 1. Here we will leave this button as it is. Below that you can see there are case studies, so here you can again replace images and insert some testimonials of your clients here. Here's a button that we could remove if we are showing testimonials, otherwise you will get to the case study website. But since we do not have any case studies, we can remove this, so we have now deleted the button. Below that you can see there's your portfolio. So there is the artwork that you're creating. So for example, if you're a graphic designer, you can change the images here, and below that you can also get in touch. So if people click on contact me, you can insert your email here. So if you go to link and then email, you can now type in your email and click on link, because that way if people click on contact me, their Gmail or their emailing service will open up on their device and they will be able to send you an email. So this is the homepage basically. There are a lot more pages, so we need to kind of breeze through this. And obviously I would recommend changing the images of the template, because this image here doesn't have to do anything with you being a freelancer, for example. So please make sure to change all of the content on the homepage. And now we'll take a look at other pages, since there are a lot more. So if you click on pages in the navigation bar, here you can see a list of all the pages of that website. So if you go to my work, you can see you can rename that page. And as you can see, the website content has changed because you are now on the my work website, and this is also highlighted here. So this is your My Work website. Again, I highly recommend changing all of the images here because you can now insert all of your work here. Here is a contact me button again. So what you can do again, you can go to link, and then you can either link to your contact page, or you can also link to your email again. So if you go back, we can, for example, change the contact website. You can see this is the contact website. There's actually not much to change here, but we also want this form to be sent to your email. So if you click on that form, you can click on form options, and here you can enable if you want people to validate through a Google CAPTCHA. Then if you go back, you can also change the spacing and change the button here. For example, we could change the button text to contact me. Then if you go back, and here you can enter in your email. So if someone types in their contact details and wants to get in touch with you, this whole form will be sent to your email. So make sure to type it in here. Then you can click on save if you have changed the form details. On the left, if you go back now, and if you go to our main homepage again, so we'll click on build, and we will want to go to our homepage. So we'll click on home. Here we have a lot of elements on the left side. You can also customize this website. So for example, if you would want to insert a section in here, we can just drag and drop a section and then drop it on here, and you can see a new section has been created. Here you can add elements. You can see there are some default options like theme, featured, menu, contact, or gallery. If none of those are what you're looking for, then you can drag and drop elements here. You can click on show all elements, and you can see the list gets larger. So we can now, for example, enter in or drag and drop in a title. So here we can type in title 2. Here we can also drag and drop text. So this is basically a description. So description. And below that you could also drag and drop images or a gallery or a slideshow, and you have a lot of things here. But in this case we will just drag and drop in a button. So we have a title, description, and a button. Here we can also change the position. For example, it could be on the right side, or we could also center this. I will also want to center all of these here. So I will just click on this. I will need to align it and make it centered, as well as the description. So I will click on here, because here you can change the alignment. So we will also make it centered, and here we have a centered section. Here we can change the link. So for example, we could link to a website, to a standard page, to a product page, to a blog post of ours, email, or a file. Now we want to just link to a standard page. So here you can see a list of all of your pages. So for example, we want to link to our contact page. So we will go back now. We will also change the button text to contact me, because it is actually linking to the contact page. And then you can also change the button style. So we have a lot of styles here. For example, we could make this black. Then if you go back, you can also change the spacing. This means you can change the top and bottom margin. You can see if I increase this, you can see what happens. So basically you're just changing the margins of the element. These are pretty much the most important things of a button. And then you can see here is a section. If you want to change the background color of a section, we will just click on that section, click on edit background, and here we can either insert an image as a background, or we can also make a background color. We could also insert a gradient, but that is not usually the case. So we'll click on color, and here change color. We can select the color here, so I'll make this a light green. And then if you go back, you can also see you can choose a scrolling effect. So for example, we could make reveal, and here you can already see how that looks like if you scroll down. And here are also some advanced options. So for example, how do you want to align this content? I will leave this to default. And so you can change the background of all of these sections here. And so you can see a website is categorized into sections. So we have our first section here, a second section here, a third section that we have just created, a fourth section. And so you can add and remove sections as you want. Here you can add and remove pages. And if you click on theme, you can actually change the theme here if it's not the theme that you like. And you can also change the fonts. So if this is not a font that you like, you can also change it in here. And now one of the most important things is actually the settings option, because here you can change a lot of things. Here you can change the site title. Here you can change the category of your site. and here you can also see the SSL. I would always leave the SSL enabled. I will always leave this enabled, but you can also disable this in case you want to do that. You can also change the fav icon here, so that is the little icon that displays in the browser tab, but you can see you would need to upgrade your Weebly plan in order to do that. Here you can also change your site password, actually make a site password to protect your site. Here, if you go to SEO, this is really important. Here you can add site descriptions, meta keywords, and a footer code as well as a header code. These are very important if you want to rank on Google. And down below you can also add redirects. So what happens if a URL is not available anymore because you have deleted a page, then here you can add a redirect. So for example, if people get to /contact, they will be led to your homepage. And if you click on save, we have this 301 redirect. And here we have a lot of other options, but these are mostly not very important. And so these are the most important features if you want to build a Weebly website. Now, if this video was helpful, make sure to like the video, and thank you for watching.